Hello Aquarius, welcome to Mama Juju Tarot. This is Penny. This is going to be your September reading. I wanted to take a moment to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you for everyone who's taken the time to like, share, and subscribe. Also, thank you for everyone for all your kind comments and your feedback. I truly value and appreciate your time and your feedback. So, getting into your reading, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and go over your downloads first. Some of you guys, you're going to have a new romantic relationship or partnership. Or you're going to be deepening an existing one. Someone's planning a trip. Some of you guys need to get ready for some significant planning and or action, because someone is either going to go on a trip or you're moving, or both. Right now, you guys have the clarity to create the vision of what you want in terms of your life. Your intuition and your manifestation abilities are very powerful at this time. They're on point, girl, on point. And for those of you that have been thinking about developing a career in the spiritual arts, specifically in mediumship, then Spirit's giving you the go-ahead. Getting the green light, girl. Some of you guys have a new beginning on the way. And you may be leaving a job to start a new one. Maybe having a baby. Or entering into a committed relationship where there was none. So for those of you who've been single for a really long time, this might be the month where someone just locks it down. You might enter a committed relationship. I don't care if you're looking for one or not. It's looking for you, is what I'm saying. Okay. And some of you are going to be taking off the mask and being the real you. I'm not saying you guys are fakes or anything like that. I'm saying that some of you guys are going to let your hair down. Even if it's short, you're going to let it down, girl. You're going to brush it out. I don't know. Pick it up. Gel it out. I don't know. You're going to do something. You're going to let your hair down. You're going to be the real you. The authentic you. The you that you've hidden for a while. The you that I think was exposed at one point in time. You're going to let her out. Somebody left the cage open. They either left the door open or they left you with the key. I don't know which. You're like, I'm going to unchain the beast. That's what I'm going to do. I think that's what's going to happen. I could be wrong, but I would like to hear about that in the comments. You will soon be transforming your life into something brand new. You're going to be getting rid of unhealthy patterns, thought patterns, behaviors, people, places, and things, baby. You'll be getting rid of anything that falls under that facet or category that you deem as unhealthy. Anything that creates a roadblock. And I think a lot of you guys, you didn't even realize these people, places, or things had created a roadblock, a spiritual block, or whatever. I think your guides done peep game. They told you, they're like, that one, and that one. I think that's what's going to happen. It hasn't happened yet because we haven't gotten to September. It might have happened for some of you, but if it has already happened, it's going to be more pronounced later on in September, or they're going to be added more to the docket, if you will. Like spring cleaning up in this piece, even though it's September. So, and a new relationship or a better career is on the horizon. I got that a couple of times about the new relationship. Somebody gonna get a new man or woman or man, whatever, however you roll. Your buck's up this month. Your buck's up. Meaning you have some money coming in, baby. I'm happy for you. For some of you, this month presents the opportunity to reinvent yourself or yourselves. Every day's a new day. I always like to say that. Every day's a new day, baby. The tomorrow only yields the return based on today's investments. Mm-hmm. You're going to turn a profit. You're going to yield a return on yourself. You're going to invest in yourself. Because why not? You're your greatest and most vital investment. And you've put yourself on the back burner for far too long. And you're too fabulous to be on the back burner. You don't have time to be on the back burner. Front and center. Front and center. Yep, that's you. Stop hiding. You're a star. You're meant to shine. Twinkle, twinkle. Some of you are going to be expanding. You're either going to be buying a larger home or increasing the size of your business or your family, or maybe both. Six months from now, look back, track it, put it on the calendar. Whenever you look back 6 months from now, where you're at, you'll see that it started this month. Mm-hmm. So in March and April, you're going to look back on this month. And you'll be like, that's when it started. That's when it started. It's the ripple effect. It's the month you're throwing the pebble in the pond, baby. Mm-hmm. Some of you may receive a sudden windfall of cash from an inheritance or a stock payout from investments. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a great time of joy and abundance for you in terms of wealth. I told you your buck's up. Some of you, your buck's up. For a lot of you. Also in love and career. I mean, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. You're going to see why in a minute. The wish you've been attempting to manifest is coming your way. Some of you guys have been trying to manifest either a lot of things or one big thing for a long time. And he's like, man, hell, ain't never gonna come in. It's coming in. It's coming in this month. Mm-hmm. Or if it all doesn't come in, because some of you guys manifest all the time. But some of you guys, it's going to be like a backlog. Some of you guys have a big wish. Say, even if you don't manifest, even if you don't call it that, and call it whatever you want. Dream, wish, hope, whatever. You know, make a wish on a shooting star. I don't care what you call it. If you think a thought that you want, that's technically manifesting. So, a wish that you've been attempting to manifest is going to be coming your way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited for you. Because I think some of you guys just finally got out of the way and let God be God, and He's going to show you what's up. He said, oh, you reign? Oh, you can get out of the way so I can do me and you? Okay, alright. So I think that might be what's happening. Not in all cases, but I have a sneaking suspicion, perhaps. And you're going to be introduced to someone of significance this month. They don't have to be, this person doesn't have to be doesn't have to be a romantic interest, but I think they're going to be of spiritual significance in some way. They're going to be part of your tribe. They're going to be one of your people. Because some of you guys, y'all are just all new. Because you guys have evolved, and you need to find your people. You need to find your tribe. You know, people that are on the same spiritual path as you, that are, have similar interests. I mean, your people you can talk to. I mean, you're tired of being around people that you got anything in common with these people. You wouldn't even know that you spoke the same language. Like, are we on the same planet? Like, what is happening? Some of you guys have been bored out of your mind. You're gonna find your people. You're gonna find people that, this person in particular, they're gonna be one of your people. They're gonna be part of your clique. You're gonna keep them forever. forever. You're going to be entering a legal agreement of some sort. Pertains to either work or love. You let me know. One or the other. Hell, it could be both. I don't know. Your life. Okay. So, moving on. So, guys, I pulled a numerology guidance card in for you guys. I got Karmic Completion, card 10. Some of you guys may have been seeing the number 10 or number 1010 often. Some of you guys also side note, I'm got no card to like compliment this, but some of you guys may have been seeing the number 5 frequently, 55, 555, because you got some change coming. And I'm happy for it. I'm happy for me too. I'm an Aquarius too, so we end this together. Okay. So then, karmic completion. So what's going down is it's the end of a karmic lesson or cycle where you've successfully cleared a contract or a debt from your past. This could refer to a challenge or a challenging situation that you have recently encountered or have been encountering for like a decade, more, less, whatever. It's been troubling, to say the very least, with an individual or individuals. And it's involved a great deal of effort and pain, or both. So what the deal is even though life's always going to have ongoing lessons, things that we're going to have to learn, this lesson, this cycle, you're not ever going to have to repeat. So congratulations. This card, it represents the wheel of fortune, or whatever goes up must also come down, just as the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing. So you're being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and the lows in your life. For it's your ability to adapt that will make your dreams come true. So in order to improve your current situation, what you're being asked to do is to adjust to it and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of life. This cycle has cleared you of your karmic debt from your past. So congratulate yourself. Acknowledge your efforts and achievements. And by continuing to face your challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, you'll be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. An affirmation that you can say that goes along with this: I clear debts from my past and create a happy, harmonious life. There you go. It's been a long haul. We made it, guys. So, getting into your reading. First card out you got is Justice. So you guys are receiving approval and favor from people around you, and you're also receiving favor from Spirit. In many cases, it's going to be financial. You're receiving a karmic reward as a result of this. So as I just spoke to, being the karmic completion, you're receiving a reward or a gift as a result of having successfully completed this and clearing the books, as I like to call it, clearing karmic debt. In terms of love, you're receiving an equitable exchange between partners, and this could indicate marriage, but not necessarily. It could just be a higher level of commitment. It's something that could lead to marriage, but it can speak to marriage as well. If you're single, there's going to be an opportunity to meet someone of spiritual significance. And some of you guys already know this person. Regardless, the truth around this situation is going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed around a certain matter that's been kept from you in the past, intentionally. Some of y'all gonna turn Nancy Drew on a pimp. No, I'm playing. It's gonna come out. They're gonna tell you. Well, I don't know. You might. I mean, like the CIA. I mean, y'all play around. I know how women are. Men too. I'm sorry. I don't know if I have any male viewers. Love you as well. I don't play. Y'all don't play around either. But women especially. Then you have the Two of Cups. You're gonna be receiving news from afar and forming a romantic or emotional attachment with someone who's not in your area. So this is what I think is gonna go down. This person, I think you already know them. If you don't know them, you will know them soon. But they don't live in your area, baby. They're not near you. And they've been trying to act like they don't have romantic feelings for you or something. For some reason, I don't know why. Your story. You have to let me know. I always like a good story. But this person from afar, at a distance, they are going to, I think they'll make their feelings known. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think a lot of you guys are going to be completely surprised because they put on a good show. Some of you may not be. Be like, I know you like me all along. Hell, I was just waiting on you to let me know. How could you not? Type situation. But some of you, you're going to be surprised. I think you may be surprised at the depth in which they care for you. Now, some of you guys may like, I knew you thought I was fine, but I didn't know you loved me type situation. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Then you have Eight of Wands. This relationship is going to progress quickly. And you won't have to wait to get results. I think you guys manifest, because this is a card of manifestation as well. I think you guys manifested each other, like both ways. In fact, I think this person may have been doing magic on y'all. I'm not playing. It's not in the spread. It's not in this spread. But one of the... I always do a couple of spreads before I get into the real thing. And it did indicate such. Sure did. In fact, it indicated sex magic. I mean, I didn't want to go there, but it did. So, I mean, they're not dangerous. They're not doing it. They're not trying to do... It's not like... They're not doing anything, like, dangerous. Or they're... I mean, they're not... I mean, which I'm not saying either way. It's not okay. I'm not saying that. But some of y'all are hard to get, apparently. And, you know, we got guys... People going to extremes. Like, I'm going to do some magic on this bitch. That's what's going to happen. She's going to be mine. I mean, if you got it like that, I mean, but yeah, that's a hard sell. And people are like, I'm going to have to do some magic. Do something on this girl. But I think that's what happened in some cases. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just being honest. And, so if this relationship was once delayed, it's going to be coming to swift completion. Yeah, because I've done some magic on your ass. That's why. In case you're wondering. See, some of you guys are going to think, you're like, I mean, and y'all are some good, I mean, y'all some amazing manifestors. You're master manifestors. But y'all are going to be thinking, you're like, man, up my game. I don't know what I did. Been taking them vitamins, or, I mean, I don't know what it is. No. It's partly you, but it's because of them as well. But they're not going to tell you this, I don't think, unless that's part of what's going to come out. They probably aren't over dinner on your first date being like, you know what, girl, I've been stalking you. I've been obsessed with you for a while. And I got tired of waiting, and so I just did some magic on you. I mean, I doubt it's going to come out like that. Maybe later, but I don't know. It could be. It depends on how many glasses of wine you have. I mean, maybe the level of rapport that you build. I mean, I'm not certain how it's going to come out, but if they don't ever tell you, Mama Juju let you know. So there's going to be travel by air to either meet one another, but most likely you'll be traveling together. That's what I think is going to happen. I think they live in another country. They might be in the country for business. And I think while they're here, they're going to meet up with you. And you're going to make plans to travel together somewhere. They want to travel with you. They like to travel. They're wealthy. They like to travel. And one of their I believe one of their goals or whatever, although they're well traveled, is when they meet their life partner, they want to travel the world with their life partner. I think that's where that fits in, at any rate. So, then you have Four of Pentacles. So when this change comes in, you're going to be, the word of caution is to not be resistant to the change it brings, because the change is going to be significant. That's what happens when people do magic on you. I mean, that's what happens when, no, I'm playing. This person is, I believe, you're supposed to be together. They were just trying to help encourage things, because apparently some of y'all are hard asses. I mean, I don't know what the deal was for, I don't know. I mean, be like, I'm going to do some magic on the low and to entice her. I mean, I don't know what kind of situation you got going on, but that's some rigid expectations and boundaries. I'm not judging. I can relate. I just think it's funny, kind of. So anyway, so this change is going to be significant. It's also, the word of caution is that, or just a heads up, is that you or someone else may be hanging on to something in an unhealthy way. I actually think it's you guys. I don't know. It could be them. I don't know. But I think it may be you guys. And it's not, I think that some of you guys, not all of you guys, some of you guys may be clinging to your freedom, because I know you're freedom seeking. And, you know, I'm not saying some of you are, you're not afraid of commitment. It's just that you guys, you don't like people just bum rushing you. I mean, you like kind of like you like to ease your way into things. So I think this guy is going to just be full on, or this one, whatever, this person is going to be full on, like on you. It could come out of nowhere. Even though they didn't come out of nowhere though, because they've been peeping game. They've been watching you for a while. But to you, because y'all don't be paying attention. Y'all don't pay attention. You know you don't. You know, people have to really be like very obvious apparent for you to be like, oh, they like me? I didn't know that. I thought they were just being nice. I know how Aquarians are, because I am one. Yeah. People have to just like jump out of a bush at you and stuff. I mean, like, it has to be quite the production, typically. It would also help if they just let us know, like, hey, I like you. But they don't. Anyway, back to you. You may also be obstinate and have withheld your emotions. Not you, Aquarius. Yeah, maybe. Got that on lock. You're like, but baby, it's going to take you a while to get to my heart, because it's going to have to thaw out first, type of situation. But don't be like that. This person does care about you and they love you. They've taken a lot of time stalking you and obsessing about you and doing magic on you to get to this point. So, you know... I'm kidding. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm playing, kind of. So anyway, they are obsessed with you, though. That's not a joke. That's for real. That's real talk. Not in a dangerous way, but they're like, you will be mine type situation. I don't care if I have to wait until... No, I'm playing, kind of. So it's going to be time to lower your boundaries a little bit. I don't even know if it's a boundary. I think it's more like a wall. Anyway, lower the fortress a little bit, so you can see you and be like, hey girl. So there's going to be a need to relax and accept this change gracefully, because they're going to walk it down with you. And see, this thing's going to be cute. They're not going to be forthcoming. They have all this strategically mapped out, and there is nothing left to chance in this situation. You think I'm playing now. Come back and listen to this later. You think I'm playing. I'm not. You'd be like, oh, Mama Juju was right. Yes, girl. I was trying to give you a heads up, boy. They're not dangerous. But they're going, yeah, you're the prize. They plan on getting it. So anyway, they're like, I'm going to marry you. I mean... I hope you don't mind. So then you have the Lover's card. This card celebrates challenges overcome so that two lovers can be together. Well, I as I digress, I mean, we covered several different topics. I'm not saying that you both didn't overcome these challenges, but I think they have done most of the heavy lift. Unless you've been doing magic on them too. But I don't think you did, because I don't think you knew who they were. Or yeah, I don't think you thought they liked you like that. But maybe you did. I mean, I don't know, however it rolls. Maybe y'all have been, whatever. At the very least, you guys have both been manifesting each other. I think they were manifesting you anyway. You just helped matters along if you were manifesting them. I think you guys were manifesting an ideal partner. I don't know that it was them specifically. I don't know. Maybe it was. Anyway, it speaks of, like I said, overcoming challenges so two lovers can be together. So, on this card, the angel is a protective force for the couple. It also represents destiny. And also, this angel also speaks to, it shows us how every choice we make can affect our future. It's cause and effect type situation. It also speaks to the importance of choosing wisely. So someone is extending an offer of love to you or a promise. Yes, they are. They are. They're going to come in all coy-like. I told you they're going to come full on. It takes them a little while to ramp up, to warm up. But yes, they're extending an offer of love to you. For now. This person isn't just extending an offer of love. They're asking you for a commitment. Along with this commitment, they're going to remind you that when you make this commitment, you must keep it. Yeah. There's nothing like being asked, someone, asking you for a commitment and then, following up with or reiterating the importance of that. When you make it, you must keep it. I don't know if they're reminding you, I don't know if they know how you roll commitment. Well, I'm kidding. I don't know. Just reinforcing boundaries up front. Setting the proper expectations. Is that what that is? Maybe. Maybe they're just executing their business strategy in terms of love as well. I don't know. I found that interesting though. Moving on. 9 of Swords. This card speaks to a drama queen in your midst. And this is someone who always has a crisis or is causing drama or problems. That is unfortunate. You finding true love seems to be an issue for them. Well, damn it. Like, say it isn't so. You're happy? You're happy? You can't be happy. It's a problem for me. Do you hate it when there's people like that? I know everybody has those, though. So the advice here is to remember that you're nearing the end of this cycle with this person. You're also ending the cycle in which this person is your problem. Because they have been a problem long enough, and they have prevented you from achieving your goals of happiness for their last time. I don't know if they know that. I don't think they do. I don't know at this point, but they have. Because you've made it up your mind, and so has the universe. They're like, we're not having this anymore. That's it. And because things have reached their peak, and they're going to settle down as long as you don't add fuel to the fire, to their dramatics. Don't feed into it. Don't feed into it. And it'll go away. Just like a fire, if you don't give it air, it can't breathe. It can't grow. Be proactive and defend yourself and your happiness and your energy from this vampire. I did say vampire. I said that. This also speaks to the karmic repercussions of poor judgment from the manipulative acts in the past on behalf of the drama queen in question. Oh yeah, Saturn's coming for that ass. I said that too. So drama queen, enjoy your karma. As for the Aquarian, they will begin their new life without you. So, you know, guys, don't feel bad for these. The way I got it is as though it was a person. It could be several people in your life. Unfortunately, I think that you probably have several people in your life that have energetically been blocking you from your happiness because they're miserable and they don't want you to be happy because they're jealous of you. They're jealous of you not because you don't deserve to be happy, but because you do deserve to be happy, because you do. So that's going to be coming to an end. And if you don't know who these people are at this point, you will by the end of September or whenever this reading resonates. So then we got the Tower. Yeah, girl. That's a card of Scorpio. We all know what Scorpio represents. Transformation, death and rebirth, all that good stuff. So change is coming. And it's going to be dramatic for the people around you. It is. Yep. All the spiritual blocks or obstacles that you once faced are going to now be removed as a result. Karma's mowing these people down. Saturn's going to come in and just level some fools. There's going to be a shocking revelation or event that forever changes the way that you see yourself and the people around you. There's going to be some shocking secrets uncovered, and this is going to be a doozy, y'all. I'll say Mama Juju didn't warn you. So yeah, even if you think, because I know a lot of you guys are probably stand up and you probably know a lot of secrets, even if people have not told you. I think a lot of, you know what, I think a lot of this has to do with family. I'm just going to put it out there. It may not, but I'm pretty sure it does. And you're going to think you know all the secrets and all the things that these people have said and done. You don't. There's some skeletons about to come out of the closet. Some of these people will be afraid to even speak and afraid a femur come flying out of their throat. Watch. When all this happens, watch. They'll be quiet. You're like, you know, the people usually have a lot to say. You're like, oh, you don't have anything to say? No, because they're afraid of femurs and come flying out of their throat. That's why. That's why. So then, you got the Magician. After all this goes down, you're going to realize that now is the time to take control and manifest the life that you want by using your magical prowess, because you can, because you got it like that. You've always had it like that. And now that you know, you don't care about what these fools say, think, or do, you're going to do it. You got to get it. Nothing can stop you. They know that, and you know that. You've always known that, but you cared about, I don't know, their feelings. Because they made you feel guilty. Because you didn't realize that you're being stabbed in the back the whole time. You're being manipulated and lied to. Now that you know that for certain, onward and upward. Everything you need is at your disposal. Also indicates a wonderful opportunity to thrive in an economic environment. This is going to be the beginning of something significant, and you know it. You got the 7 of Wands. So this is a heads up that you're about to face a challenge. One you will thoroughly enjoy. I think after this Tower situation, y'all are Do you ever gotten to the point where you've dealt with some foolishness for a long time, but you've done a really good job of handling it well and being the better person? I think it's not that you guys aren't going to be the better person, but I don't think you give a shit anymore. What about people that aren't worthy of you giving a shit about? Is my point. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, I think you're going to thoroughly enjoy this challenge. And I don't even know that you would call it a challenge. I think you may have taken it on, like, willingly. Because you're assured that you're going to overcome whatever obstacle this is and rise above it. And like I said, you may be taking on this challenge just for fun, to see how far you can advance your skill set. I'm not kidding. You guys are like, oh, you want some of this? Okay, check it. It's likely has to do with your manifestation abilities. Take that however you will. Then you have the Hangman. You guys are going through an initiation of some sort. It's important to look at things from a new perspective and see it as a vehicle to advance levels of wisdom and a clearer spiritual path. Let go of the illusion of control and turn things on their head and look carefully at the lessons before you. See, it's important to let go of the illusions of control is because these people that the tower leveled, because they've controlled you for a long time. Although it was by passive aggressive means and manipulation and gaslighting and, narcissism. I mean, the list goes on and on. It wasn't like in your face. It was always subtle and manipulative. But you have realized that you've allowed people to control you. And that means controlling your happiness, your freedom, who you are as a person. All these things were done so subtly that you didn't even realize they were being done until it became so overt and so in your face. They couldn't be ignored. This is where you come to the point where you realize nobody can control you without your permission. And they won't ever again. It's important to relax and be patient, because this may not be easy, but fighting against the changes in your life only create more problems. It's important to allow yourself to go through this transition calmly. Then you got the Eight of Cups. There's a need to move on with your life and put the past behind you and set some healthy boundaries. You guys may have had firm boundaries, but they weren't healthy. Because if they were, these people would not have been able to siphon your energy the way they have. Go forward with determination to a better, happier, and healthier place. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So expect there to be change. As life is forever changing, it's always transforming and growing. But what you can expect is good luck, opportunity, and fortune. What you thought could not happen actually will. Either actually will or actually did. It's going to. There's something that an outcome for your life, for you, that either didn't think could happen, you have been brainwashed to believe could never happen for you, whatever. Shit's gonna happen. And I think it's amazing. Things are turning out much better than you had expected. The best thing you could have done was walk away from these fools. Separate these people from your energy. You got the Hermit, card of Virgo. Trust in yourself and your own intuition. It's important to take some personal time to see where it leads you. Let your magic light the way no matter what challenges you face. Trust in yourself. You are a clear channel. As long as you're tapped in, you're a clear channel, absent of ego. There's no clearer channel. Listen to yourself. Also, it's important to take some personal time so that others do not cloud your judgment or cloud your intuition. Especially if you're talking about these fools that you're getting away from. Don't listen to them, definitely. So after you hit it, and take some time to clear your space, clear your energy, tap in your own intuition, and just listen to it. That's your magic. I think that's Chariot, card of Cancer. You may be physically moving. This is the card of the bags are packed, truck is loaded, let's hit the road card type situation. Yeah, you're going to hit it. I don't know where you're going. Somewhere. Either have or you will, at this point, have achieved a hard-won victory or will be achieving a hard-won victory. You guys had to fight tooth and nail for this. So when you get here, congratulate yourself. Pat yourself on the back. And be proud of yourself even if no one else verbalizes that. Tap into your own personal power, and you're going to see your goals manifest. At this time, obstacles and blocks will be removed. This is the second time in this reading it's talked about obstacles and blocks being removed. Talked about it in the Tower, talked about it in the Chariot. You guys are probably, the last decade's probably been hell. Beginning of September, all your blocks, obstacles and your blocks are being removed because you did the work. Your power comes from within. You always knew that, but this month is going to reinforce that. You're going to become overcoming adversity and any obstacles in your path. Nothing can stop you if they wanted to. The Chariot don't play. It don't reverse. It don't got no wheels. It don't got no steering wheel. Nothing. It's energetic. Your power comes from within. That's how you're going to be driving that bad boy. Not everybody can drive a Chariot. You better move out of my way. Then you have Temperance. And Temperance, it manifests as those moments we have come into contact with grace and where Spirit has intervened on our behalf. It's divine intervention. Therefore, we grow to understand that temperance is the things that didn't happen more than the events that have come to pass, or the things that did happen. Every path we didn't take, every near miss, every calamity we never knew we avoided can be attributed to the angelic protection of temperance. This is where we begin to believe that the game of life is rigged in our favor. There have probably been so many things along your path where things that you wanted and they didn't work out, and you didn't understand why, and they were short-lived, and you're like, you're on a spiritual path, and you're like, I'm such an amazing person. Why can't I ever have anything I want? Some of you have probably felt that way over the past decade at some point, if not at a lot of points. When you get to this point, this month, or whenever this reading resonates, you're going to understand why. It's because God's Source Spirit loves you. He loves you so much. He didn't give you what you wanted. because he wanted to wait so he can give you what you deserve. What is deserving of you. You have to remember, God, Source, Spirit, who you subscribe to. You're like his prized possession. And he sees how these situations will turn out, and how these people will treat you or won't treat you or whatever. And he was not going to put you in harm's way. And although you thought it may have broken your heart at the time, it would have broken yours and his even more had he let you stay the course. Those things you encountered, it was not rejection, it was God's protection. You're special. You're very special. So special that God ensured that you were removed from those situations, because he did not want you to be a victim of circumstance or to be compromised, because you have a very special purpose with and you're here for a very special reason. And you're such a valuable asset that he could not risk that. And plus, he had something much better planned for you. And this is where it begins. Then you got the Six of Cups. Someone new is coming into your life that you share a past life bond with. Now, alright, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to reiterate. When I say past life bond with, that means it's somebody you never met in this life, baby. I'm not talking about your ex-boyfriend. I'm not talking about, whoever. You've never met them in this life. This is someone from a past life. This isn't a karmic soul tie. This is there's of spiritual significance. You have a past life bond with them. Meaning you have a soul contract with them. You got some spiritual work to do in this lifetime, baby. You've just known them from a past life. I just want to clear that up. You've never met this person during this lifetime. But when you meet them, this is an invitation to remember. Because you will. You will. You'll remember them from a past life. And somehow may not believe in any of that. And fine, don't. I don't care. But for those that this applies to, it applies to. If it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. Call it whatever you want. Love at first sight. I don't care what you call it. Then you have the King of Cups, which is sign of Scorpio. This is the person that you share a past life bond with. This is going to be someone that's well versed in the spiritual arts, magic, the craft, whatever. Their area of expertise or specialty is going to be business law, divinity. They are going to have a quiet power to them. They're very psychic, very intuitive. They often know what a person needs in terms of spiritually. They just know. And they're observers. They are much more interested in understanding your internal workings, your psychology, than they are with what you have to say. They're not really one for those who put on appearances. It's important to be honest with this person because they're going to know anyway. They'll know the truth anyway. This person is going to seem to be very familiar with you. or have a knowing about you because yeah, because they've known you from a past life. So that's why they may not, tell you that. Like on the first date, be like, girl, I've known you from a past life. But I mean, they might. I don't know. That's why Mama Juju's here. Let you know. Anyway, so moving on. Two of Wands. You're going to feel energized by one another. This is going to be a meaningful connection, and it often speaks to a twin flame connection. It'll be a twin flame connection. It will not be a soulmate connection. It will be a twin flame. It has spiritual significance. You mirror one another. And this reflection allows for both of you to point all of your efforts in one direction. This is going to be a strong and equal and creative partnership. You're going to have a lot of fun together, but together it increases your manifestation abilities or potential. We already know that his are quite adept. I'm kidding. No, but you guys, it does. Everything that you guys do, everything you do well, in terms of spiritual arts or anything, you'll do better together. Your manifestation abilities, when you do them together, they're going to be very powerful. You have a Sun card. What this speaks to is relief after a lot of intensity. Yeah, that last karmic cycle, I would say that it was a lot of intensity, was it not? The truth is coming out. A long way to clarity. The truth is coming out. I think this is whenever... I think this person is going to divulge a lot to you. At this point. But this just may be you taking the mask off too. Letting the truth come out. Who you are, what you're all about. I think a lot of you guys are probably hidden your gifts or just who you are. Truly. I mean, a lot of you haven't been your authentic self to people. And I think this is the big reveal, in part. I think you and this person, you're gonna step out together and be like, what? It's gonna be like a situation. Your family might be like, what, fall out? I mean, I don't know. I'm not hoping that for anybody. Just saying it's a possibility. But anyway, you receive long-awaited clarity, but you also give it. I think there's a lot of people that didn't understand all the hows, who's, and whys to you, like why you are the way you are, this, that, and the other. Well, they're gonna find out. It might be more than they bargained for. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but either way, it's good for the soul, baby. And so you may be moving or traveling. Some of you guys may be moving to a warmer climate. What I think is this person lives in a cooler climate. Like they might live in Europe or something. And they might be moving to you. Or, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. However that works for you. But, or you may just be moving to a warmer climate, period. I mean, if you live somewhere, or like in the north or whatever. You know what I'm saying. I'm not like a meteorologist. I was all going to give you, what they call it, is it geography? I was giving you a lesson in geography. No, you're like, I'm not here for that, Penny. I'm not about that life. I'm not either. I'm with your reading. So you're going to feel a little energized and rejuvenated. And you're going to be doing fun stuff. You're going to have some fun. Because I don't think you've been allowed to have fun and be the real you in a really long time. And you're just going to act up is what you're going to do. And I'm going to love it. I'm going to be so happy for you guys. As an experience, it's going to be about expansion. Then you have the High Priestess. High Priestess is all about the divine feminine, your subconscious mind. It's where your divine wisdom comes from, your psychic abilities. And because you have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, because what I think, the High Priestess is going to activate your Queen of Cups, because you guys I think you've been in the Queen of Swords energy for a while, maybe, be like the I'll cut a bitch type of situation. I mean, try me type, I've got time for old folks. I feel you. So anyway, they're sharpening up the blade and everything. So, but what I think, the High Priestess is going to encourage you to step into your divine feminine energy, because where and it's not like you want to be Queen of Swords. You just have been placed in situations where you've had to be for quite some time, because you've had people, places, and things around you that you might have to cut because they don't act right. If they can't find some act right on their own, you be more than happy to help them, encourage them, motivate them, however you want to put it. That's why you're in the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords, she don't put up no shit. I'm gonna mess with her. She'll cut you. She'll cut you with the sword and the tongue. She will tell you about yourself with quickness. Think she won't? Try her. Yeah, like that. And you guys don't prefer to be in that mode, but it's effective. And you're like, you don't know about me, ask somebody, they'll tell you. And yeah, and so, and they would, and but anyway, but your true nature is the Queen of Cups. You're loving, you're intuitive, and you're empathic, and you're artistic, and it's all the Venusian type attributes. The Queen of Cups also speaks to new romantic relationship. It also speaks to self-improvement, becoming the next best version of yourself, and new horizons. All that coupled together, because right after that, you got the Hierophant, baby. It could be with Taurus, but I say all that about the new relationship and becoming the next best version of yourself, because the Hierophant, you're going to be entering into a committed and traditional relationship, or this is where the talks begin. Like the way I say the talks begin, like it's a business deal. So I think this person you're dealing with, they're gonna handle it like a business deal. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but it's all strategic. And because he's trying to close the deal, is what it is. He's like, cross that T, dot that I. Thank you. And because I told you one of my downloads was talking about a contract. Yeah, like that. He's like, you better sign your name correctly. Thank you. Date it. So anyway. So the High Priestess, Queen of Cups. You step into your divine feminine energy. Your more feminine energy, because that was you needed to go through the preparatory stages so that the Hierophant situation could present itself. Because he's going to be talking to you about a committed traditional relationship. Because I think before you went through this initiation, this transition. See? Transaction. That's our Freudian slip. You guys might have been like, let me call my attorney and have him review this document type situation, which you still might. But anyway, softened you, prepared you for a committed traditional relationship. Made sure that you're properly aligned energetically, so you can pair with your divine masculine. Also, the High Priestess and the Hierophant are divine counterparts. They're counterparts. Alright, this is your counterpart right here. Also, the Queen of Cups, did you notice that? And then you go back a few cards, and it's the King of Cups. So you have double confirmation that this is a divine counterpart. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Hierophant, High Priestess. For those of you in question, they're like, I'm going to double up on them just to make sure they know. So then you got the Page of Wands. Expect exciting and happy news soon. That's what you can be expecting at this point. You're going to be receiving an invitation or an opportunity of some sort. Is invitation or opportunity? I think they're gonna ask you to move in with them. Travel, yeah, for sure. But I think they're asking you to move in with them or something. They're trying to ease you into the lockdown situation. Then you have the Fool card. This is a card about new beginnings and taking a leap of faith. And you're being asked to try something new and completely different. This card can also speak when it comes to relationships as being asked to commit and not being fully ready to do so. The guidance here, or the caution, whatever, it's your life, do what you want, but don't run or flee the situation just because out of fear based on past experiences. This isn't that deal. You may be taking on a new job or considering an innovative job opportunity of some sort. Something that where you'll be expressing your artistic abilities, or it's a creative endeavor of some sort. It's me innovative. I mean, it'd be right up the Aquarian's alley. Something out there, different, trendy. Then you have the Star cards, you guys. It's your card anyway. You're gonna have your wishes granted. You're gonna have extra money and you're gonna have authority. Extra money and extra authority. If you gave up on someone or something at one point, this will change your mind. Some of you guys may have given up on love. You may have given up on this person. Because some of you guys, I think you may have known this person, but you guys were at a distance and you didn't know that they liked you like that. And because I think at one point you may have liked them, or you were interested, and then you're like, hell, I mean, you forgot about them or whatever. They were taking too long. And so at one point you may have given up on them and love. I mean, you know, you may not have given up on love because of them, but, you know, whatever. And I think this may change your mind. I think they're going to be giving you a message of hope. That's just the answer that you need to get yourself out of a problem. The problem being your inability to commit. Not your inability, your refusal, or because Aquarians, you know how we are. There's committing and then there's committing. Like when Aquarius like fully commits to something, you don't have any firmer commitment. I mean, at all. But whenever we have like a part, I mean, like it's not a full-hearted like commitment. That's haphazard, man. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Because with Aquarians, you never know what we're gonna do. We still have that Uranus, I mean, we're co-ruled, Saturn and Uranus. I mean, you never know. Uranus is the planet of unpredictability. Shit, you don't want no half-hearted commitment from an Aquarius. I mean, you don't want that. So, and they know that. They know enough about you to know that. They're like, no, I need some buy-in here. That's why they put in all the work and magic and stalking and all that stuff. You know, they had to know what they were dealing with. You guys, I mean, we're a different animal. They know that. We're an intelligent animal. We're intellectually superior. They know that. Some of you guys have probably always wondered, or maybe not always wondered, probably wondered why some people would consider you dangerous. And you're like, why me? I'm so loving and You're compassionate, this, that, and the other. It's because of your intelligence. That's what makes you dangerous. Or they define it as such. You're not. But to them you are. Because you're always a few steps ahead. So, that's the reason they had to... What took them so long is because they had to get a firm plan together. It couldn't have any... There couldn't be any... it had to be secure. It had to be sealed tight. So, then, once you get to this point, they're going to execute the Ten of Cups. This is a card about happy family, good marriage, or stable relationship. They wanted to get you to the point where you believe that this could be a stable relationship, or that you are in a stable relationship. This is a positive omen of longevity. Because they knew that they had to get you to the point where not only did you trust them, but you trust love, and you trust this relationship. They had to get to the point where you viewed them as an asset, not a liability. They didn't want to give you any reason to assess the situation. You know what I mean by assess. Your relationship is going to move very quickly at this point. An example of this, once you get to this point, you can go on 2 dates and then decide you're going to make it official or whatever. And see, that's what I find so interesting, is because before they even approached the dating arena with you, where you went on a proper date, they did all this, put this legwork in the background. There's all this stuff going on in the background you had no clue about. That's the reason you were like, you thought they didn't like you or whatever, because, you weren't hearing, you couldn't see anything, you couldn't hear anything, there's nothing going on, and so you just, whatever. They were doing all this groundwork in the background, because by the time they come in, and officially present themselves to you, hey, I want to be your next boo thing. Hey, can we go on a date? Hey, commitment. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Because 2 dates in, they're going to try and lock it down. That's what's going to happen. Because this will be very quickly. After that first dinner date, it's a wrap. If you don't want to get locked down, don't go to dinner. Go to bed hungry. I don't know what to tell you. Then, you got 10 of Pentacles. Some of you may be buying a house together and moving in together and buying a house together, both. Told you. Dinner date, 2 dates in, making it official, buying a house together. Thought I was playing. Your boo thing is wealthy. He is. If you're already with him, you already know that. You're like, I know that, girl. But he is, if you're not. You're going to be taking things to the next level and working on cementing the relationship. They're going to ground it. Girl, yes. This person, I think, has a lot of Capricorn in their chart, or they act like a Capricorn. Don't fool around. They're like, we need something stable, grounded. Yes. They're going to lock it down. I mean, yeah. That's pretty much. This card also, it speaks to investments, generational wealth, building long-standing foundations. It also talks about investments, or being able to cash in on investments, receiving money, has to do with money, getting married. Ten of Pentacles, but to me, better than Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is about the love stuff, which is important. Ten of Pentacles, it stabilizes it. It's about, yeah, it's firm, committed. It's about commitment, creating firm foundations, locking it down, generational wealth, all that. Creating a legacy, all that. Then you got the World card. So for those of you who are single, you're entering into a committed relationship, in case you missed that part. You're receiving an increase in money, funds. It's not through earned income. So, like through marriage. This, and not that you guys are gold diggers, I'm not saying that, I'm just giving this peep game. This contract, this marriage, because that's what they look at it as like a legal agreement, which it is, but this contract is going to be very lucrative, because prosperity comes with it, money comes with it. But that doesn't mean that's the only way you're going to be receiving money. But that is one way you're going to be receiving money, is through this marriage. And through their family. It's generational wealth is what it is. Okay. So then, you got the Six of Swords. You can expect forward movement, improvement to your current situation. You're like, thank God. And I feel you. A new job, moving to a new home, travel over water specifically, by air, possible relocation, gaining more stability in your life. Yeah, stability is going to be a consistent theme. Whoever you're with, they don't play that. They're not fooling around. Yeah. And then you got the Four of Wands. It speaks to a celebration of a happy event. It can speak to baby and bridal showers, weddings or childbirth. It can also speak to taking a relationship to the next level, moving in together, an engagement. Regardless, this is a rite of passage. So I think that you guys are going to be moving in together fairly immediately and buying a house, getting engaged fairly immediately. And I think the marriage, actually getting married, I think it's going to be fairly expedited. So I think this person, they're going to start talking about having children with you or having a family with you fairly early on. So yeah, congratulations. That's amazing. When I was doing this reading, I was like, no shit. Yeah. So that's amazing. I'm happy for you guys. So to close out the reading, I pulled a divination of the ancients for you guys for the month of September, and I got coins or abundance. And the book reads, finally all your hard work, whether it's been through sheer hard work, prayer, or positive affirmation, has paid off. You have been blessed and are now supported by the universe. Prepare to reap the benefits, for a cornucopia of abundance will be showered upon you. While this abundance may not appear in the form of energy we'll call money, you will be amazed by both what comes to you and the unique ways in which it appears. Receive the bountiful gifts the universe bestows upon you with gratitude. This is a great time to start a new business venture, so shake hands on a new partnership or an ideal that is being offered. Keep your mind focused on the positive. Do not deviate into the negative thinking, and you will never go without. Heads or tails, you win. Incarnation, I understand how I receive. It's how I think, how I perceive. My thoughts and wishes of what could be manifest in form and come to me. Other divinatory meanings. Your desires are coming to fruition. Stay positive and open to new things. No need to focus on money. You'll be supplied with what you need. Be careful what you wish for. Understand the law of attraction. So yes, it's important that, also talks about, talking about, I understand how I receive, it's how I think, how I perceive. I think in the past, for some of you, your thoughts is what prevented your manifestations from coming through, because you would deviate to negative thinking, and I think a lot of it had to do with your environment, honestly. You're around these people, Debbie Downers, that would be like, you'd be like, having all these high aspirations, and, people would always have this defeatist mentality. Don't listen to anybody. You know what you know. You know what you're capable of. And you know the life you deserve. Just because they don't have the ability to manifest like you do, or because you're on a different path than them, or because you love yourself and you know what you deserve and they don't. Whatever the case may be. And that's no fault of their own. It's just that one of the lessons that you've learned during this last karmic cycle is self-love. True self-love. Some people talk about how much they love themselves and this, that, and the other, but they don't really. You can tell by the way a person moves if they truly love themselves, what they will or will not allow in terms of treatment from another, how they treat other people. Because people that love themselves, they understand that other people are just an extension of themselves. So treating them badly is just like treating yourself badly. Now, sometimes you have to enforce boundaries and implement tough love for your own preservation. Yes, you do. But it doesn't have to be a constant state, and it's only when it's well deserved. Don't lose sight of your vision and your goal and what you deserve and the life that you want. And I guarantee you'll manifest it. Also, if you do that, your desires are coming to fruition. And so just stay positive. Don't focus on money, because you're going to be supplied what you need when you need it. Because the universe is abundant, and it will always supply you with what you need and when you need it. So, I think a lot of this has to do with faith. God, source, spirit. You're running across the finish line, and now you're at the point where they're like, do you trust me? Do you trust me? Yes. If you trust him, then there's no need to worry. Just stay focused on what you want, not on what you don't want. Because our thoughts of today manifest our reality of tomorrow. Just remember that. You guys deserve this. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you guys. Congratulations. I'll be doing a first week of September reading. I'll be posting that probably tomorrow, but I hope that you have an amazing month. I know you will. So until next time, namaste.